Hello, everyone. So there's a lot of gloom and doom about Bitcoin price action. I just want to quickly share my thoughts about how I think there's strong support at $88,000, right? Sure, we went a bit below that, but honestly, it's not a big deal. So to get my point across, we have to zoom out a bit, okay? So this trend line is my bullish trend line, the green one, okay? And the red one is the bearish trend line, right? So of course, we overshot the bearish trend line by a bit. But there is usually strong support at the bearish red line, right? We always seem to revert back to that. If we have a look over here, right, we can see, okay, we went under, but it always seems to rebound back to this red line, right? When there's bullish momentum, it goes up to green light. If it goes over that, okay, we know that there is going to be a downturn eventually. Anyway, that's what happened over here. And so the downturn was somewhat expected, right? Now, okay, when it does overshoot, how much is overshoot by? And so I'm not saying it can't overshoot. It certainly can. But okay, let's see worst case scenario from here to down here about, 62%, right? Now, from here, again, let's calculate from here to the absolute bottom, yeah, around the same 62, 63%, right? So yeah, these are ballpark numbers. Yeah, I just want to keep the video short, so it's not going to be perfect. Now, okay, over here, if we were selling, when should we have sold? Look, at this MACD crossover would be the first sign that we should sell. That would have got us out around $110,000, right? Okay, now, in case you don't know, this is the MACD crossovers, okay? Now, probably over here, there's a breakout, and we would have bought back in at 115,000. Big mistake. And then when it crossed down again, okay, sell again. So we would have exited around here, right? Around, yeah, $100,000. Yeah, I'd say 100,000 would be, yeah, 102,000. Over here, if we zoom in, there was no clear upside crossover, so we wouldn't have bought. Now, is this the right time to be selling? Absolutely not. Just look at the MACD lines, right? If anything, it seems to be slowing down. It might trend back up, right? And get us back to around, I don't know, maybe 90,000-ish, right? Hopefully we go over that. But anyway, now is not the time to be selling, right? The time to be selling has already passed. Now, if anything, we have strong support around $88,000. So everyone just needs to chill. Now let's look at the S&P 500. It's a similar story. Because humans are generally monkeys, we tend to follow these trend lines. It's just the way it is. Um, so again, now these trend lines go back much further. Like this is going back to 2009, right? So we have a fair bit of confidence in these lines. Now, okay, reset price scale. Now the blue is the long-term bullish trend line. Red is the long-term bearish trend line. Around this point, right, I made a new trend line because it seemed like, okay, we're way, way, way over bullish, right? And there was a new trend line emerging, right? With this, we can see there's always resistance around here, right? So we might overshoot a bit, but okay, again, we revert back to this. Over, yeah, we might overshoot, we'll revert back to this. If it goes under, all right, just check the indicators. Okay, when RSI is in such oversold territory, right? Look at the Stoch RSI. Um, and then, yeah, we can even look at the MACD. So, okay, we know it's oversold territory. If you want, you can buy over here, right? When it's hitting this line, okay, just buy. It's not going to be a bad buy. Otherwise, okay, if you want certainty, buy when there's MACD crossover. So this would have been a fake breakout, which is why I like to see clear crossovers before I buy, right? But anyway, even if you entered over here, really, it's not a bad buy. Look at how the market ran after that, right? So, okay, now if we're looking at it over here, right? We knew we had overshot the bullish trend line, right? So on the MACD crossover, again, we have many opportunities to sell, right? Now, okay, over here, we could have sold, right? Now, while it's already here, I don't think it's a good time to sell. Yeah, my intention isn't to get the bottoms perfectly, nor get the tops perfectly. All we have to do is follow the trend lines and the moving indicators, right? To see how the momentum is going. Is now a good time to be selling? I don't think so. I mean, we have strong support over here, right? MACD, okay, yes, correct. It's still trending downwards, but okay. Over here, it seems like we have bottomed, right? Over here, it seems like we have bottomed. Now, if we go along this trend line, yeah, that's pretty healthy. Anyway, my intention is to keep this video less than a minute, maximum 2 minutes. But since it's my first time explaining, I had to go a bit over. But yeah, hopefully the next videos I can keep a minute, 2 minutes, not longer than that. Cheers.